Well, first of all, I think the Greens getting into power is a slightly dodgy concept. But I would say that one of the first things that we think is that London being a powerhouse for the rest of Britain is not working particularly well, particularly when you look at the housing market, for example, which is now out of reach of the young and first-time buyers. So we would think very much about bringing in policies that would take some of the heat out of the housing market. For example, it's a real problem selling so many homes abroad. That means that Londoners don't get their houses instead. And of course something like a land value taxation would be brilliant. It is particularly difficult at the moment for people in London, particularly young people, first-time buyers, because that sort of flat is just out of their reach now. It's too big a percentage of their annual salary. One of the things that we can do is not be quite so gung-ho about selling properties abroad as an investment. We should be thinking more about homes when we build these blocks of flats and so on, rather than investments for already rich people. I think yes, it can change, because people, there are different carrots and sticks that we can use. Admittedly, it's not something I think at the moment the Labour government is going to take up, and like many other people, I'm rather supposing we're going to have a Labour government after May. Well, there's been a lot of talk about a sort of rainbow, well, they talk about a rainbow coalition, but I mean, Greens, for example, would not go into coalition because, as far as we're concerned, quite honestly, all the other parties are pretty grey. So I don't think we would do anything formal, but we would vote issue by issue. Things can be better, and you know, in other countries, this sort of grouping of different parties does work. They're used to governments like that. And I think perhaps that's the way we're going to be in Britain for some time. So we have to get it right and be a little bit patient, perhaps at the start, when it takes time to settle in together.